can be done. You want to lotion your hair, you also can be done. But it's not so good, lor. Everything performance is just performance. It's just around 50%. It can be done everything, but everything is just 50% of it. Whereas if you specifically split up the products, shampoo is only for shampoo, lotion only for lotion, and then this conditioner is only for conditioner. And if you split out into these details, right, each and every single tiny detail can reach to their max performance, 100%. But you know, when you split out this, pro is that you can get 100% performance. Con side is that you need to have a lot more things to learn, all right? You have to understand more, and then you can make sure that everything is the best on each component. All in one means everything just match and just need to focus on one single component, fix all problems. So you guys want me to go in more details, type 1. If you guys would like me to say a all-in-one solution, type 2. All right. Let me go in details one more layer. By 1 means that this you literally learn everything about details robot. By 2 means set up and let it go. And then we follow the majority. Okay, we follow the majority. And I gotta tell you, right, here I need more time to teach. Okay, I need more time to teach. And if you're type 1, I expect you to be okay. I extend slightly further. Today maybe cannot end at 6 already. Need to go to 7, something like that. Then later D9, we go to 11, 12, something like that. Okay, majority of you guys want to me go in 1, 1. Okay, there are a few of you guys type 2. So I think from my maths, 80% of you guys want to be here and 20% of you guys want to be here, right? Must give us time to digest before you move on, otherwise we lost. Okay, can. Then we have a little bit of collaboration, can or not? If you guys would like me to go for 1, the rule of thumb is that last time I always ask you guys to open camera 1. Okay, and if you guys don't understand, at least from your facial expression, I can understand that you don't understand that, right? If you guys close the camera, I also don't know that you understand or not. So if can, please open up your camera when I go through the details about teaching about robots. Then I know from a facial expression I need to stop or not. All right. If can, you guys can open up your camera right now. Thank you so much. Hosting, nice to meet you. And Jamins, hi, hello, John. Okay, so what we will be doing right now is that okay. Hello, Eileen, nice to meet you here. Hello, Danpei. Sing, nice to meet all you guys. Thank you so much for opening up the camera. Now, before we move on to a deeper topic, right, I would like to talk about this. Strategy versus analysis. What is the difference between these two? Just now in the morning, right, you learn 2 things. Strategy. You learn 2 strategy. Number 1, you learn about strategy about a mean reversal. Okay, right now we put in the name. Second, we learn about trend following strategy. What does this mean? A mean reversal strategy is an RSI and trend following is MA. Based on this, if we put it into our flowchart, this system, okay, when the market is ranging, we call this as a mean reverse market. And when the market is in trending, we call this as a trend follow. And basically that is everything about trading, correct? You can't have some way in between, right? And if you want to be profitable in trading, right, that means that you have to be good in both so that you can be forever profitable. Now, coming back to here, right, Now, strategy is just one of it. And a lot of you guys think that strategy is everything, but in fact, it is not. In trading, in order for you to be long-term profitable, you need to learn the skill of analysis. What does this mean? Strategy in brute force, we can say that this is just a rules to enter, exit, and then do your risk selection. It's a set of rules, and this rule apply in mean reversal, one set of rules. When it's trend following, it's another set of rules, correct? You can't trade RSI. Okay, this is RSI. You can't trade RSI in a super downtrend or super uptrend market. Doesn't make sense. The rules need to be switching. So at most, you just need to have two sets of rules. And these two sets of rules, you learn the skill of analysis, which is the skill of choosing the right strategy to go in. Analysis is a skill to choose whenever that this or this will be profitable in the current market or not. The skill of combine multiple strategies together and decide that which one works the best for you is a skill of analysis. And essentially, right, if you want to master the skill of analysis, you have to be participate in all trading situations, all market conditions, all trading simulator. And the thing that I'm going to teach you more and more later, right, is going to increase your skill in the analysis. You need to know that right now, work for what, later, best use for what. And how I want you guys to know this thing better is that you need to be yourself, right? You have to fully understand that you know this is how the strategy works. When you know how this strategy works, you fully understand it. When you understand, meaning that you truly believe that this will work in this way, and this should work in this way, and then you just be yourself. Other people say that, moving average doesn't work, RSI doesn't work. Other people say it's other people think. You be yourself. You'll find out that what is the thing that did right for yourself. What is the thing that can make you profit? What is the thing that can make you losses? You lay out this kind of thing, correct the thing that is losses, find for the solutions, fix the problem, the gain will automatically come. Overall, this is what you will be doing all the time. Okay, we always need to find a way to trade and improve ourselves. Now, coming back to this sheet, why I'm giving you guys multiple robots type is because we do understand that, first of all, we can't combine this and this, all right? They are independent. Ranging and trending, they are independent. And to let you guys know, right now we have just covered MA and RSI. MA, we got this robot called as MA Light. And RSI, we actually got another one called as DGV2 Light. And later we're going to go for others at the outside as well. But by doing these two robots, right, you also go through the simulation. You understand that market right now is trending or ranging. Later we're going to tell you a strategy, how to be super accurate in knowing the market direction. But for now, you need to identify first, right now it's ranging or right now it's trending. Later we do the forecasting. Okay, so the reason why I need to give you so many robots is because different market need to have different solutions. And this also come to a point whereby some of you guys may need some help in terms of analyzing yourself. What are the problems that you face? What are the challenges that you are facing in the trading? Some of you guys may not even know why you are losing at the first place. That's why we will come up with this report, analyze how you trade, and for those that is top 10 trader, right, are you guys going to get it? All right, and later my team will contact you guys to get sent in. We actually have reviewed some of you guys, but if you are not in part of the top 10, meaning that you will not receive the WhatsApp. So what you will be doing, next round, try your best, beat it. All right, try your best to fight for the top 10. Now, next topic. How many of you want to trade with full confidence without any stress or emotions? And in fact, we can add one more thing. Without need to spend much time to stay in front of the screen. All right, I type in the me in the chat box. If you want to learn a skill that fully confident to know what will happen in the future without need to open the chat, And yes, it's literally you can forecast the price movement without need to open a chart and without need to study the fundamental as well, type the meat into a chart box. And this thing itself is what I call it as a seasonal effect. With the time where whatever the technical analysis you do is going to fail one. Whatever the indicator you use is going to fail. Because there is one thing happening. The history repeat by itself. I always have been confused last time. Why when I do trading, right, a certain time, my indicator is so accurate one. But when it comes to this month, I always lose money. I also cannot justify why. Until I go and meet a Sifu. This Sifu talk about feng shui la, qi la. How many of you actually heard of this thing, right? Can type type 3 in the chat box if you heard about feng shui, qi or Chinese metaphysics, or even you learned this thing before. For those that don't know what is this thing all about, right? Now, this kind of metaphysics is actually a study by ancients, study that something will happen at some point in the time. They're going to use this kind of method to predict whenever tomorrow will be raining or not, it's good for farming or not, and etc. Right? It's going to predict that the exact time for the next thing to happen. And this concept, I bring it over to trading, and I found that it is actually working. And the most basic example, right, in time and seasonality is forex market. So in the forex market, right, this is what we call as a market overlap. Now, one thing for sure is trading need volatility. In a way, if you want to make profit larger, you need to have larger volatility. What does it mean larger volatility? The price need to be moved like this, because you have to know if the price move like this, just now you guys have been trading at, does the move one, left and right one, your profit also very low, correct? Your ROI very low. So you need to have big movement in order to give you big profit. So you guys can just take note on the timing itself, right? The timing here is recorded in Malaysia time, GMT +8. The best time for you to trade the market related to AUD, NZD, JPY, China Yuan, these are all the country. It's between 7 to 8 a.m. Malaysia time. All right, 7 to 8. And that is the time whereby the Sydney global market and Tokyo market overlaps. Okay, this thing do apply into the stock market as well, just that it is less effective, right? For those that are asking just now. But then for seasonality, right, this is more heavily on Forex. And why this thing happened is because when two of the exchange open together, some people can leverage on that. And actually the price of them trading in the physical exchange, right, is more cheaper. That's why this period of time is having higher volume. If you are trading anything related to EUR, GBP, EUR, GBP, CHF, it's between 3 to 4 p.m. Just this period of time. How about the time on USD, CAD? What else? USD, CAD. You want to talk about gold? Yes, gold is part of here as well. Yeah, USD, CAD. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, correct. So this is the timing itself. And you guys can know, right? Other than this time, the market volatility is so low. And it's not recommended to trade as well. If you trade, the chances are when you trade, you have to stay in front of the screen to wait. Alright. And if you really want to save time, just pick the time that you are free on. Some of you guys having a night shift, then you focus on 7 to 8. If you have a morning shift, then you focus on 8 to 11. If you are the type of people that boss doesn't care you afternoon, you can trade on this time. So it's really depend on your timing itself, what are the carrier that you're doing, and you fit the right time to yourself. And because these are the time that have the most volume. Just to prove it to you guys, and also how you can actually analyze this in the MT4. So this thing work for any markets, and as long as you can go to MT4 day to analyze it. How this thing work is that you go to navigator. Okay, I do first. Same thing. Whenever I do demonstration, it's always I do first, you follow later. So go to indicator, go to Alpha Masterclass, right? Open this up. Find for trading session. Trading session is an indicator to tell you that, like this. Okay, when you drag and drop, just click OK. Drag and drop, just click OK. Then this is what you can see. Time frame doesn't matter because this is just for analysis, the volatility of the market. So this is gold. And the boxes itself is basically tell you that this is London, this is New York, and this is Tokyo time, 3 time zone. And you can see that almost most of the time, New York is the biggest, and followed by this London, New York, because they are so close to each other, right? So these are the time that gold market has the most volatility. You see this size? Of course, there will be outlier, but most of the time is always these two are the biggest one. Can see this? And here's when you want to trade, right? Let's say that you accidentally just click a buy button, 2,000 point profit. You accidentally click a buy button, also got profit. Outside the downside, also got profit. All right. You click a sell button here, click a buy, also got profit. Click a sell, also got. You see, when the volatility is huge, the chances of you to profit upside and downside is high. But if you are trading on a low volatility market, for example, this period of time, when you click buy at here, wow, you literally have to wait until here to go up. But if you click a buy here, right, let's say that just buy here, okay, buy, it goes down, it still can come up to profit. But you need to know, after this time, it slow back. And this thing is in cycle one. So you cannot expect that, never mind, tomorrow will be in your favor. No, next day is a next day thing already. Okay, market is in daily cycle. Some students ask, how about US 30 and US 100? So you can give a try. In FX Pro, you can give a try on US 30. What time frame to use doesn't matter. You can use any time frame. This is just to see the boxes. Now, from the boxes here, you can see that this is the biggest, right? New York is the biggest one. This is truly the biggest because it's proven that this is US stocks. So whenever you want to trade US 30 or US 100 is the same. You just wait for this time, 8 to 11. And I also can prove it to you that after 11, there's nothing to do already. Okay? Robot also nothing to do after 11. Whereby you can just click on the right click on the chart. Volume. Look at this thing. You guys notice something that's very interesting. This box itself, right? This box itself is 1 day. This is 1 day, this is 1 day, 1 day. And did you notice that the market moves so nice? Every single day, the market volume is the same. It is the highest at this point. And come back down slowly after that. And almost you can say that after half of the day, okay, after half of the day, market down also die off, right? There is no one trading on these stocks already. In a way, that's why I said 8 to 11. And a lot of time when I stay overnight, I have been observed this, right? 12 a.m. all the way to 4 a.m. I know 1 or 2 times have big volatility, but 90% of the time, market will die one. Okay, market will be like, ding. So you can have a good sleep. Definitely can have a good sleep. All right. Now, let me also show you guys why this thing happened and how I prove it to you guys. Now, this is very important practice because when I do trading, when I do a learning as well, right? When you guys learn as well, you guys should not simply consume the information, but have to know the why, the reason behind. And if you can know the reason behind, right, easily you can understand that how to do the trading properly. In a way, this is a path to become. This is what I always said. When you are so clear why this thing will happen, it gives you that confidence. When you have that kind of confidence come into do trading, you are going to be emotional confident, right? Emotional hold strong as well. You won't simply, oh, can work or not, that kind of fear will start to come in because you are so firm, confident. That's why you will be always at a mindset of clearness. Let me show you what is happening last time when people do trading back in 1997. These are the people we call this as professional trader back then. Alright. So yes, professional traders, right? Something like how my mom go and buy the vegetable in the pasar, in the market. And the truth is that these things still happen right now. Okay, they are still, we call this as a flow trader lah. They are like buying stocks, like just shouting there. Whatever you shout, whoever the loudest can buy first. And you can't even avoid emotion for this thing. There is truly an emotional factor here. And that is also why there are so much volatility come in at the start of the stocks market. In the end, right, the best time to trade US stock, including like US 30, 100 or any stocks is actually 9:30 p.m. all the way to 4:15 because this is the time that they are trading. But actually until 11 p.m. Malaysia time and already. If you are trading crude oil, it's 9 p.m. all the way to 2:30. Sometimes maybe even earlier, like 8 p.m. But you can just take a bit of break lah. After you can come back from work, start from 9 to 2:30, also can 8 to 2:30 a.m. Okay, no need to stay until midnight. Until you want to close it, you can close it already. Now this is a seasonality that I just said just now and has been proven to you guys that volume only come in at a certain period of time. And if you have been trading for a while, you might be noticed that usually Friday market is kind of slow. Unlike other day like Wednesday. How many of you guys actually face this problem, right? Which is, wow, why Friday so damn slow one, does not move at all. Right? If you face this before, I type of Friday in the chat box. Why this thing happen is because Friday tomorrow is a holiday. US trader will holiday lah, right? So when they holiday, then end of the training session, they are like, no news already lah, can go at holiday. So that's why Friday will be a little bit slow. And in all market is always the same. You can predict like this. If there is a Monday to Friday, okay, the best time to trade is of course in the middle. But if we analyze from the horizon perspective, right, Monday is going to be slower. Okay, expect smaller profit. And then Friday also be slower. But in between, the volume is going to keep on increasing until the back slow down again. And this is the entire pattern of the day, of the entire week as well. All right. Also, why I'm talking about this thing is that expect lower ROI on Monday and Friday because that is just the nature of the market. Profit is always come from Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And if you're truly busy about trading, just trade on this period of time, right? Tuesday to Thursday. Next thing I want to talk about robot investment style of trading. This investment style, right, is like literally you don't do anything, alright? Literally just buy and hold for at least like a month. Based on the seasonal analysis, you just buy for entire month and close it at the right time. Let's look at some case study here. All right, let's say that this is a portfolio that you are doing and literally you do nothing. Okay, nothing to do, not even robot. Just open an account, put the money in, done. For the end of the year, you take the money out. And portfolio A at the top. This one, you can get about 12.15% in average a year. This one is 9.93% in a year by doing nothing. How much of the score that you will give for this kind of portfolio? Right, 0 means too bad. I can do 2 times better, or 10 very good, or 5 good to have. What do you guys think? Right, type it in the chat box. 0 to 10. Yeah, literally you do nothing one. 5, 0, 9, 5, 8. Right, type in the chat box. Come on. All right, 5, 9, 0, 5. Okay, so we can see a understanding, right? Now, this thing is do nothing. Basically, what does this mean is that this is your benchmark ROI of a year. Benchmark ROI of a year. And in a way, if you can trade more profit than this, you are good, right? You're already a profitable trader. And if you trade lesser profit than this, and even in losses, might as well that just come to here. Do nothing also can profit, right? So this market itself essentially is S&P 500 and Dow Jones. And this is literally the why US people don't even want to trade. They just invest in 1 year also got like 10% ROI. Now, this is only for people that don't know anything about trading. They don't even learn and they just invest it. Now, I'll tell you this thing is that right now, you guys need to have a benchmark baseline. Now, those that type in 0 or later, I want to see your ROI is 2 times higher than this. This is 12%. You need to be 24%. Or 9% here, you need to be 18%. That is the benchmark. Okay, now this is something that you don't know anything. But what if that we leverage on seasonal chart? We analyze a bit, just enter and exit at the right time. How much is the potential profit that you can make? Look at this chart. So I plot out the chart looks something like this. This is the monthly seasonal chart for S&P 500. And some of the students may be feeling confused how to read this thing, but never mind. Okay, we have a trading view chart to look at this and also look something like this. Let's go to trading view and see this thing. So when it comes to trading view, close everything first. Okay, delete everything. Let's say that we go for S&P 500. Right now, what I would like to do is that in the indicator, you add in one indicator, call it as 10 year, 20 years, 30 years, this kind of thing, right? Type all the name. I just type 10 year like this. You are able to find this. Okay, can take a photo later. All right. Later, give you guys a chance to take photo. Let me show you guys first. Okay, so based on this chart, right, it's much easier to analyze. Now, based on this chart, right, how to read is that this is the last 10-year average, meaning that it takes over last 10 years of the price movement in January, and then it summarizes that what is the average growth on January. Okay, this one. Okay, what is the average growth on January? What is the average growth on February? What is the average growth for March? So basically, March is coming down, April is going up, May is going up, right, etc. By looking at this, right, guys, a question. Which month that you guys think is the best month to buy S&P 500? Which month that you think is the best to buy S&P 500? Type in the chat box. Wait, we got kind of big numbers here. April, June, March, April, March, March. Any answer? March. End of March. Okay, I saw the right answer. So the answer is end of March. Correct, end of March. Right now we are middle of April. And let's verify that how accurate is this thing. We right now know that March is where? This is March. And right now it's April. Is this really true happening? April is going up. And literally you don't need to do anything. Just like what Go say, right? End of March. Okay, not me say, Go say what? End of March, Go say that, okay, good to buy. April goes up, May goes up, June goes up, July goes up, August goes up. Don't need to do anything already, right? Plus together, you get how much profit? At least 5% profit, at least. But that is at nothing, right? You do nothing. What way? I mean, when you know about trading, right, you can actually leverage it further, meaning that you can open a higher lot size, do a better risk management, enter the trade with a robot, drag and drop, ask the robot, I want to buy only. Obviously, you know, April, May, June, July, August, you want to max sell, May? No, just focus buy only. The chance of you to lose money is how much? It's nearly zero, right? You see, in the past 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 30 years of time, right? April all the way to August, hardly that it goes down. Most of the time, hardly goes down. And that is under the situation whereby you do not be so you do not need to be so powerful in trading, and you can still get profit from there. You just need to set up a robot that buy on it. That's why this seasonal chart is so good. Let me see the chat box, right? Is it because the earning of season 1? Okay, so the reason is because there are multiple reasons of it, but this is just that if people willing to buy at this time, everyone have mutual agreement, everyone buy at the same time. Okay, everyone will buy at the same time. And let me show you another example, which is on gold market. So for gold market, right now is April. And my question is that which of the month is best to sell gold? Okay, which of the month is best to sell gold? Type in the chat box. Anyone? Right? Okay, so you guys can see this, right? June, right? So September, end of August, January, October, January. Okay, the best month to sell gold is actually September. Alright, it's actually September. But early of September. End of August, early of September. Within this period of time. How to sell? Take the robot to enter and then get sell. Alright, ask the robot to sell only. Settle the thing for you. Alright. And literally you can just wait September, October, December, November, December, right? It's just all down. But you have to be careful. What is the best month to buy gold? Next question. What is the best month to buy gold? Alright, Foray said that January. Anyone else? December. End of December. So correct. The answer is end of December. Actually, why we do like this is because it is coming down, down. Yet December is almost the lowest at the market already. You just wait for a chance to enter buy on it. Of course, later with risk management, plug in robot, the rest of the time is all up, right? So basically what does this mean is that, do you guys get a connection right now? A lot of time people ask me, Ethan, I just want to trade stocks market. I just want to trade S&P 500. But rethink again, based on this chart again. So just now, this is the chart of S&P 500. And I asked, what is the best month to buy? Okay, what is the best month to buy? Then people say that, oh, it's about end of March. Okay, of course, May will come down. But this, when the number is very, very small, when the number is small, it means that the market likely to be in ranging. Okay, this market likely to be in ranging. Then it back up again. See, April to August. Okay, April to August is this time. You are having higher chance to buy here. Move on back to gold. After April, you got September. It's good to sell. Entire 4 months. And then back to up again until April. After April, meaning that this time is good to, it's very good chance to buy, right? After this period of time, you move on back to S&P 500. Then you buy at S&P 500. Did you guys get the connection what I'm saying there? This is what we call as wealth transfer. Instead of you die shoot into one market, right? I need to pass this, I need to get this. Why don't trade whatever the opportunity is? Or since the market tell me that right now it's more obvious to buy in S&P, then I go into S&P. After the next few more months, it's good in gold. Then you move on your money to gold. After the next few months, back to S&P again, cycle and cycle. And how many market options that you guys have? Unlimited, right? As long as you open MD4, there are a bunch of market that you can choose. Just trade it, lor. And this thing itself, you have to be aware that has been happened not just 1 or 2 days. It has been proven for the past 30 years. And for gold, right, has been recorded 190 years. In the past 190 years, it has been proven working. Why would you against the market, right? Why would you think so hard to be, well, what is MA here and there? It's of course good to enter at the bottom or the top, but the entire month is go up. Die just go in, right? As long as you can calculate well on your risk management, nothing can go wrong. Okay, key thing is risk management. Where to get this chart? Inside TradingView. Alright, right now you guys can take a screenshot for this thing. Okay, which is this chart. You just type in 10 year in TradingView, you can get it. Alright, now next thing that I would like to ask is that, is there any market that you guys would like me to cover? Because why I cover these two only is from what you guys have filled out lah. I only see gold market and I only see US stocks. You guys want to have Forex or not? And also so Bursa market there lah. Alright, that is like 3 majority, kind of less in Forex. Alright. Now I give one Forex example lah. A lot of time people are trading GBP, JPY, right? One of the most legalized gambling area people trade in. Alright. And now I want you guys to see right now it's April, right? April says up or down? Up. And what happened in the real life market? April. Okay, we don't be exact. 1st of April, alright? Okay, 31st. You have been slow already. Can you make profit from here? Buy, because this is 31st. Just next day you buy. Okay, we don't take the highest, we just take the closing price for today. You're already earning how much? 2,300 points. 2,400 points. Okay, 2,400 points. Hey, not using any indicator way. And if I ask you to use indicator, can you make profit or not? I just use a simple one, RSI. You can buy here, right? Buy here. Okay, I don't even ask you to be perfect. I said that you have been slow. You have been slow, meaning you enter it here. here, here to here. Okay, not even at the top, just somewhere in between. Alright. 2,200 points. 2,200 points without using any indicator. Ta-da. Alright. This is how you can do trading. And you almost no need to see at the fundamental, all this kind of thing. Because don't you think that the fundamental sometimes not accurate? Alright, how many of you guys actually study this fundamental, NFP, GBP, all this kind of thing, right? You study fundamental. And then the news come out is always again. It's sometimes again, sometimes correct, sometimes wrong. You also don't know like why it goes wrong, right? And this is the reason. You don't think that, I mean, reading again, those that investor at hedge fund, those that are the, we call it Federal Reserve. You think that they don't know this thing, right? They are actually the one that make this thing happen. They are the one that make this thing happen. And in the regards of the news come out, they just want to crash it on it. Okay? It just justify whenever, it just want to justify from a news perspective, but then this is how it will work. Alright? Now I take one more example from Bursa. Okay, let's just take KLCI. KLCI. FABM. This one not so accurate. Let me think. Okay, so in Malaysia, right, the best stock is what? Maybank lor. Alright. Over here, a question. What is the best month to buy Maybank? Okay, I'm not saying Maybank is good. I just said that Malaysia top stock is Maybank, and based on the Maybank seasonal analysis, what is the best time to buy Maybank? Based on the past 30 years of research. End of October. End of June. End of June. No, too fast already. Okay, should look at this one. Top. The first 10 years is more accurate because it is more recent, right? And the answer for this is that is based on the analysis, right? October, end of October is the final month that's coming down. And the remaining month is green, green, green the way. So, ta-da, answer is there. Okay. And cannot find for this indicator. Okay, cannot find for this indicator. Let me see how can I send it to you guys. Okay. Okay, I just put it into the chat box there. You guys can have a look. So basically, right, with this indicator, you can literally whack all the market that you want. Now, one thing that you guys have to take note is that this indicator itself got a time that was not working one. The time economic crisis come in. Why? Economic crisis, everyone also crisis. This thing will not work. So as long as market is working well, okay, there is no recession happening, that means that this thing was still working until recession happened. What does it mean by recession? US GDP 3/4 consecutive negative. Then that is a recession. But for now, nothing happened yet, and still good. For US, that is for US market. But then for Malaysian market, if Maybank 3/4 is all negative, this thing will not work also lah. And for Forex market, it's all two country. If the GDP is 3/4 negative, then cannot. Gold doesn't matter. Gold don't have a country. Okay, as long as it's not worldwide economic crisis, worldwide, then it's all fine. Gold will still work well. Same thing goes to crude oil as well. Okay, crude oil, when a war fight in, the thing also cannot work lah. But the good thing is that the war fight in at the right time one. Okay, so yeah, so this is the oil market behavior. is not so beautiful as what other market, because oil is hugely depends on the politics, economic, etc. Okay, so with that said, that is here. Now, is it okay that I go in one more indicators about related to indexes, stocks, or right? If it's okay, right, I can type okay in the chat box, or else I just skip through it. Okay, what time frame to use? Okay, you need to be daily, right? You need to be in daily in order to see this. That is this indicator setting. Okay, so you guys want to look into a stock, right? Let's say that this is S&P 500. Over here, now the benchmark indicator that people are using is a lot of like fundamental point. But for me, I look it in more on this indicator called as drawdown visualization, and then to one more yearly percentage return. So this drawdown visualization, right, is to let me know that if this is the portfolio that I'm having, okay, if this robot, okay, if this market itself is my portfolio, okay, and this is my capital, let's say I got 4,000 capital in my bank account right now. How much that I have drawn down from top to bottom? I can see that from the top to the bottom, this is the biggest amount that I have ever lost. So I can just measure from here, top to bottom. This means that I'm in drawdown for 27%. And that also means that at this point, it is labeling 27%. Now, what does this mean? This means that the market have a pullback, right? The market have a pullback. And you know one thing, if we look into the entire history about S&P 500, you know one thing for sure, this market, no doubt lah, it's always up, right? This is what people always know, it's always going up. And what we can do is that you can take this kind of pullback, every single pullback of the stocks market, it goes up. This is what you guys can see already, right? Pullback goes up, pullback goes up, pullback goes up, pullback goes up, something like this. So what we can do is that this drawdown visualization, okay, this indicator itself is basically lay out that how much that it have drawdown, how much that it have pullback, and how much that it can recover. In a way, if you shrink this down, you can draw a horizontal line like this. When you draw a horizontal line like this, what does this mean? A support line, right? Whenever they draw down to this, pull back, draw down to this, pull back, draw down to this, pull back, right? You see, in the past 2020, right, it has been pulled back here. But support may break down, right? So you have another one, draw another line. Okay, and this thing work, you see. Draw down, draw down, draw down. And then it can break also, one more, and then can break even further. This thing is extreme already. You know what happened this time? COVID-19 pandemic, right? So how to classify pandemic and how far that it will go for pandemic? Now, last time the pandemic happened around this period, 2009, right? 2008, 2009, and then 2008. The market takes a long time to recover from there. But then the thing is that how to classify that the market is in disaster? Basically based on here, all right? And how you can buy S&P 500 support and resistance. You see, every single time it pull back, it goes up, pull back, goes up, pull back around 5%. And that's why people say that whenever the market have 5% pullback, it is always a good chance to buy. Whenever the market pull back for the 10 to 11%, it is always a good chance to re-enter back. And when it pull back, when the market goes back to 20% around here. When reach to 20%, market have a chance to pull back as well. In a way, this is weekly chart. You just wait the seasonal. What is the best month to buy? You know already. What is the best drawback, best pullback of the market to buy? You know already. What else that you need to do? Just wait lor. Wait to happen lor. You just hope that Federal Reserve, please help me to crash the market. It crash, you can buy. It does not crash, you cannot buy. That's all is happening here. Alright. And now this is more on the S&P 500. Just now I want to open up this yearly return, right? So that you can have a clearer understanding that what is a year-to-year potential profit. Like in a way, last year is 7%. You can see most of the time it's all positive one. In the end of the year, right, it's always end up with positive. Which is why I say that if you are fully beginner, right, in order to know that if the market is easier to be profit or not, then you need to roughly have an understanding of what if that you don't know anything at all. Okay, you do not know anything at all. If you just buy, what is the chance that you will be profit? From past 2006 all the way to right now, 20 plus year of time, it's all green. The chance of you to lose is very minimum. And from here, you also can see that the pullback on the market is very clear and it's much easier to enter the trend. What if that we go for the Maybank just now? Can Maybank still, does Maybank apply this method? You see, most of the time Maybank is also green. And in fact, right, you guys also notice that Maybank ROI is much more than S&P 500. S&P 500 is how much? 12% a year. Maybank is 40 something on. Okay, just take average. Still like more than 15% on average. And this one is even exclude the, what do you call it? Exclude the dividends. Just the price movement only. So that is how crazy it is for a Malaysia stock. And Maybank can work or not. You can simply draw a horizontal line for support and resistance. Here, this is support. This is another support. This is another support. Here, here, here. Alright. Now the reason why we draw support here is because market touches here, it will bounce off. Right? Touches here. You see? Touches, it will bounce off. So that is how we draw it. Likely that the market was slowed down around that edge. Okay. Only when the time the market is very extraordinary like this one, then it will have become recession. These are the time also recession. 1998, 08. Alright, these are the period of time there is recession. Most of the time is, you see, it always have a pullback. So can we use this? Also can use which robot to assist us with seasonal analysis? Okay, we're gonna come to that in a moment. But to share with you guys, right? This is gold market, and one of the things that I have studied through is gold market. The end of the year, right? The chances of it to goes up is extraordinary high. From the past so many years, right? In the past, from 2003, all the way to right now, it has been 17 out of 18 of the chance that entire gold market will goes up in the week before Christmas and end it before Chinese New Year of that year. And that is why and how I achieve 150% ROI from gold trading. Because it is so high chance that to be successful, and because it's so high chance to successful, I can leverage it and trade at even higher risk. We do have a PDF file explaining how I achieve 150% ROI and a lot of seasonal effect of the study as well. And this thing itself is the gold case study. Basically, how I did it is that I just wait until the market crash, final crash on December. Then I just start to set the robot to buy. and then just let it flow through. Now, which robot I'm going to talk more about in a moment. But basically, right, if you want to access all these documents, it is all inside the membership website. You can scroll down here, seasonal analysis, and also go trading. Right, so these are the two. I remember last time there's a bonus training somewhere here. Oh, my team has been shifted down. Okay, should be this one, these two. Right, you guys can download the PDF file and then study in details at what does all these things mean. Now, essentially, right, if you guys know the monthly seasonal, and you know lah, right, those Chinese people is always very like to be accurate one. So that's why we not just have a monthly seasonal, you can even go down to be weekly, you can even go down to study about the daily. Meaning that by using this seasonal, right, you're not just able to know what will happen on the next month, but you will also know what will happen on the next week and which day it will go up, which day it will come down. Because the history repeat by itself. And the human behavior remain the same all of the time for the past 2000 years. So that's season analysis, something very easy to let you guys analyze, predict the market of the future. And if you think it's very easy, type it easy into the chat box. All right. And later I can teach you how to automate this thing. But I would like to emphasize this. This is why season analysis is so important in robot trading. Because right now, you can literally just set the robot to buy or to sell at a certain month, certain week, and certain day. And after you have set it up, you can enjoy your life, enjoy your time, enjoy whatever the thing that you would like to do. A lot of people have been obsessed about the settings. I want to get the most accurate indicator, get the most accurate time frame to do the trades. But it's actually not about indicator. It is all about doing the right thing at the right time, plan your time, execute at the right moment. That is the purpose of seasonal analysis. Do the right thing at the right time. So did you guys, now what I'm going to do right now is that I believe that you guys have drawn this flow charts in your paper, and let's edit a bit on the flow chart right now. Currently we have been learning about seasonal, and where is it all about is here. Okay, when we talk about seasonal analysis, right, it is all at the direction, because right now you have the tools to know that what time it will be uptrend, what time it will be downtrend, and what time it will be in ranging. Basically the time when it is super positive, right, not just positive, need to be big positive, it will be good uptrend. When it's very small downtrend, I mean when it's very negative number, it is a negative downtrend, right? When it's close to zero, meaning that not a big number, is near zero, it is a ranging market. By having this kind of timing itself, right, you can much more confident to clearly tell you that right now is uptrend, downtrend, or ranging. But even without that, right, from visual point of view, okay, from visual point of view, you can also draw this out also, right? Basically, when you see that the market have changed, how do we know we change that? After there is a few movement, like let's say, just now there are one of the student asking in the question box, right, which is what to do when the market have switched. Let's say that from ranging become trending, and we only know trending after a few of the upside move. When we know it's trending, then we have to switch the, here we only change to some trending strategy, and then what if that it's suddenly back to ranging again? Only after here can confirm to be ranging now 1, 2, 3, correct? Then over here onward, you change back to ranging. Now this is one of the skill that you guys have to be aware as well, is that switching it whenever is needed. What if that you don't switch? Can you be profit or not? You can. That's why people say that risk reward, right? You profit more than your loss. You take a portion of profit to counter this kind of situation. But what I'm teaching you guys is the best way to optimize your return at any single moment. That's why switching it is one of the skill set that you guys have to learn as well. When we come to do robot trading, right, the next robot that I would like to cover is about DGV2 Lite. It's one of the strategy that using RSI. I think that just now I did not cover in depth about this. And right now I would like to go in depth, and we would like to tell you guys how to use RSI strategy regardless if trending or ranging. And that is the part that we talk about. We need to go in details about the robot right now. Okay, and maybe very, very deep. So if you can, right, open up camera and let me know your facial expression. And at least that you don't understand, you just like this. Okay, you wave. Then I know that, oh, your brain is already like this. Kurang kabut. Let me see where is my MT4. Now, in MT4, we go back to the same area, whereby we go to the strategy tester here. Over the strategy tester here, what we will be doing is that we will be changing from MA Lite become DGV2 Lite. Okay, right now we are using DGV2 Lite. And DGV2 Lite is here. I mean, I still use gold, right? Since everyone is also gold traders. I use gold market. Okay, now time frame, I can use other time frame. For example, 30 minutes, fine. Just use the time frame that you use to trade the most. After that, what is the next step? The step is actually the same. Here, I call this tester out. I adjust the height already. I key in all these things. One, DGV2. 2, gold market. 3, control point. 4, sorry, 4 is this one. The time, right? From what date to what date. Just now some people asking me, what is the time period, right? Of course, longer better, don't too long. Minimum 3 months, maximum 2 years. And this need to have data also. Okay, just do the data that you can have. So usually 6 to 1 year is the basic, right? 6 months to 1 year is the basic. Just do for basic first. Okay, just do for basic. After you key in the value, you have the period. Okay, you have the period. You have the spread, right? Just key in accordingly. Now, one thing I want to add in is about expert properties. And you can key in your you click on this expert properties, and then it will come to this tab, your initial capital here. Now, initial capital here, this means that how much is the capital that you want to use. Just now I was asking a question. What is the average that capital that you will invest in? 1,000 USD, right? Okay, 1,000 USD. So I change this to 1,000 USD only. Fair? And then that's all. Right? Then you can click OK. So this is 1, this is 2, and then move on back to here. This is 3. Okay, just click OK. Now, DGV2 Lite, and then I just click Start. Right now, I'm trading at $1,000 capital. Let me test. Okay, default setting. Then you start. Okay, very good. Has been long time no one asking this. This thing, just ignore. Okay, this thing is just ignore because this is our internal team when we do research, right? When we have a plugin, we are testing this. But actually, you guys don't have one. Alright, this is not important. And this is the result. Is this justifiable? Yes. Okay, you guys have been trading with RSI before. And you know that if you just solely depend on RSI itself, it's not going to be profitable. And that's true as well. If you're using RSI to trade, it is not profitable. But the interesting part is that, you see, this RSI strategy, right, trading for 2022 all the way to 2023, one whole year. And one whole year, your account just draw down by, you just lost $182. And have the thing again, what is the thing that you do differently? This strategy itself use RSI strategy to enter. You guys can't see my cursor, is it? Okay, let me. Right, can see right now? Okay, so right now you guys can see, right? With this strategy, you apply RSI on it for the entire 1 year, you are just losing $200. But you are trading with RSI, you can lose the entire account. Why? Must be something wrong, right? So it is related to your strategy. Did you put a take profit or stop loss or not? So this strategy itself by default have a take profit, have a stop loss. And it's 2% of the price movement. You just think of this way, is that 2%, 2%. Okay. In a way, we have a take profit and stop loss. The bigger the number, the bigger the size. Okay, later we have just plug in the formula to try it. And this robot itself have a risk management, whereby you can see this setting here. Each and every single trade, we have a 0.1% risk per trade. What does this mean is that each of your trade, when you hit a stop loss, you are just going to lose 0.1% of the account. 1,000, 0.1% is how much? Just losing $1. Okay? When you hit stop loss, you just lose $1. Nothing for you to lose, right? You can go higher lah, right? You can go to 1%, 2%. It depends on personal one. Some people can go to 1%, some people can go to 2%. Next one is lot multiplier and the maximum lot. And this one have to talk about this DCA already. And let's do like this. Right now, what I'm going to do is that I am going to key in the formula and then we find the best setting for RSI at M30 time frame. Same thing, you go to membership side. Inside 4.C, you can find DGV2. We are going to membership website right now to get a formula for DGV2, and let's have a look. And you see, this is DGV2. We have explained how each and every single setting works. And right now, we just need to key in this number in. All right, key in the this suggested setting for optimization. Okay, we just key in the suggested one. Start, step, and stop. Now, how to key in? Expert properties. Okay, expert properties already. I just key in this bunch of number, which is this bunch: start, step, and stop. So I key in right now, and you guys have question, can type it into the chat box. 40, 5, 1, 45, 55, 1, 5, 0, 0, 1, 10, 0, 0, 1, 4, 0, 1, 3, 1, 1, 10, 1, 1, 10, then 0.5, 0.5, 5, 5. Third row. Oh, good observation. Okay, suppose that I should put like this. So what I do just now is that I key in this start step stop number, okay, this number into here. Okay, I key in everything to here. So it's like 5, 1, 40, right? 5, 1, 40. And then 55, 10, dot, 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 dot. All right? It just key in accordingly. Okay? And when I have key in all these things, I also have to make sure that this row here is being ticked. Now, you guys can take a photo if you want to. Okay? And once, now the step that we are doing here is we would like to find out that what is the best RSI value. Basically, this robot is not using just one, but we're using two RSI together. Okay, there is a formula to calculate behind, but the reason why we need to use two instead of one is just now the student also mentioned that single RSI cannot work well. You need to have multiple of the reference point. So instead of just using one RSI, we use two, right? And moving forward is that we not necessarily to buy at 30, 30, 70, we can adjust one. And we not necessarily to exit at RSI 70. We can exit at 60, 50, or even 90. We can adjust also. We can also entry RSI different way. By different way, right, you can see RSI cross entry. RSI cross entry. There are 4 possible ways. Okay, you can read through how it is going to be enter the trap, how it is exit the trap. There are 3 possible ways as well. So in a way, right, these 2 settings define what are the style that you prefer to have. Would you want to have execute exactly fast in one, right? No need to wait. Or you are preferably wait first, confirm first only you enter. And one of it is the answer. And these 3 I will explain in a moment. So let's get run first. Okay, so I tick optimization and I click start. Now, so far I see that everyone is okay. Graph. Now, just now some of you guys said that, hey, Ethan, why your graph is all green? Some of you guys is pink color, some of you guys is half. So as I said, this is going to be different people to people computer. And you guys need to look into this. Backtest not run issue. Okay, backtest not run issue. And also this, what does the number in the expert report mean? When you look into this, right, you are able to find this bar in the test field. And it actually mentioned that how accurate is your backtest. Like how accurate is this thing reflecting to the real life market. The more green it is, the better it is. Okay, the more green it is, the better it is. And if you want to get more data, right, here we have teach you. Sometimes you cannot run backtest. Sometimes you cannot run one. So you have to look into the journal tab. Okay, there's one journal tab. Then look into the error. What does it mean? Especially when you see this error, no historical data. That means that you have to download it based on the step mentioned here. And if you guys need any troubleshooting, we also refer to the journal tab in the tester. All right, so that is what it means. And just now, some of you guys don't understand what does the numbers mean, right? Here we also have explained to you guys what does all of these number means, how to read this, and every single formula of this. So it is quite important for you guys to look through it. But if you guys don't even understand, never mind also. Because all you need to know is only 3 numbers. Which are the 3? Okay, here. All you need to know is this profit, drawdown, and also your profit factor. Okay, yep, just these three. Okay, right now let's look into our optimization. And I forgot to mention one thing to you guys. You have to go to optimize result, right click, and then remove this thing. Okay, I can't take a screenshot, but you guys need to know lah. This thing, take a photo. This thing must be unticked. Okay, must be unticked. Now, what does this mean is that this is MT4 bug. If you don't tick this thing, if you tick this thing, right, it will cause you a lot of errors for later. So that's why I always remove this. But once removed, it's always removed. And the proper practice is that we need to wait until it finished entire thing. This take about 5 minute time in my computer. Some computer may be faster, some is slower. That depends. But do not need to buy a new computer for the sake of doing this. It doesn't worth it. Okay, because you just need to do it once and then you can use it for 3 months. So why would you do it? Why you buy a new computer? Unless you buy a new computer for your kids to study lah. But actually you does not need one. Okay, you can just use the existing computer. So mean that untick the option. Yes, Kenny, you need to untick this option, right? This option. Okay, so while it's running, right, then we look into the metrics here. From the metrics here, you can see that we have profit, total trade, profit factors, expectancy, drawdown, and drawdown percentage. And right now, let's have a discussion. Okay, let me explain first what does all this number mean. Profit, simplest way, this is your ROI. ROI need to as high as possible or as low as possible. High, of course, right? We need to choose the highest ROI. Total trade. Question. You need to have more trades or less trades? Right, type in the chat box. You want to have more or less trades? Or you think that does not matter? Okay? Or you think that need to be somewhat in between? Depending on the style of trading. The style of trading right now is RSI. RSI mean reverse strategy. Okay, based on this robot. Okay, based on this strategy, you need to have more trade or less trade. If I am a IB introducing broker, you are the one that do affiliate of the broker, then you need more, of course. Now, the answer is, like what Kenny said, you need to be in between. Why? Okay, number one, cannot be too less. Okay? Why? You need to have more than 50 trade. Bare minimum. If less than 50 trade, increase the time. Just now the gold market, right, we trade on 3 months only. 3 months only have 10 trade. Cannot right? So you need to be reasonable. At least maybe like 1 month have 20 trade. Then 3 months. That's why I always said 3 months is the benchmark. 3 months, then you have 60 trade. Somewhere there. Okay, that's why I said 3 months. Profit factor, this is risk reward. This is profit per trade. This is drawdown in dollar. This is drawdown in percentage. Of course, drawdown you need to be lower. Okay. So right now, we are completed our optimization already. And let's take a few of the result. Question. You guys want me to pick based on the highest ROI, the highest profit factors, the highest profit per trade, or the lower drawdown? Which one you guys want me to pick? Which of the metrics that you think is the most important? Medium ROI, lower drawdown. So low drawdown is something that I can pick. I pick low drawdown. Okay, what is each row mean? Each row mean this thing. Okay, these are the meaning of each row. More realistic. I mean, realistic is which one? Low drawdown is realistic or high profit. I pick low drawdown first. Okay, the first thing this is just ID lah, right? This is just ID of the setting. Okay, I pick low drawdown, but you guys have to tell me lah, low drawdown, how many percent? How many percent of drawdown that you can afford? 15%. Who else? 15%. Let me find. Okay, so there are two things. $1,000, 15% can go to $150, right? Or 15% of the max profit also. Like you have made a lot of profit, then you make a 50% drawdown. From 1,000, you profit to 2,000, and from 2,000 you draw down back. So then here 15% is $300. Okay. So if you think that is dollar drawdown is more important, then you tell me in dollar. If you think that percentage more important, then you tell me it's percentage, right? Tell me that what is the right number that you would like me to look at. Right now, I look at 15% first, right? 15%. Okay, a reasonable 15%. Of course, 15% is your target. Don't go too far from there, lah, alright? You go to 15%, why if the market just shake a bit, you die already, lor. So we go to 14%. And this is a good example. There are two choices. 600 trade, 14%. 19 trade, 14%. Which one would you pick? For me, I would likely to pick this one. More trades one. Of course, this one is very good. But if I run this thing, right? Okay, how to run? Just double click, you start, can run already. Okay, I double click on this setting, and I run, and get this kind of result. 19 trade, take a screenshot, versus 600 trade. So this is a chart for 19 trade. Yeah, I did everything. Okay, this is 19 trade result, and this is 16 trade result. Low drawdown, right? Drawdown very low. Just 13%, $200 drawdown. You can make $500 profit. So just now who is asking this, right? For those at 15% drawdown, can you guys accept this or not? 15% drawdown one, right? Just now those that say 15%, can you accept this or not? This result. This is what time range? It has been trading from 2022 all the way to 2023. 1 whole year. Okay, 1 whole year of trading. Okay, Kakao said cannot. Okay, then you think that it's cannot, right? Then you have to think again. Why cannot? Not enough profit? Not consistent enough? Or what? Okay, which one? Not enough profit or not consistent? Which one you want me to improve on? 50% ROI in for 1 year. Okay, not enough profit. Okay, then I choose a higher profit one. Okay, I choose for the higher profit, but draw down 14%, right? So I scroll all the way down, 14% drawdown. You see, one thing, when your profit is higher, okay, when your profit is high, your drawdown also very high one. So you have to take the balance between both. Balance between both. Okay, here, just 14.43%. Let's give a try. Okay, let's give a try. Can or not? This kind of result. Profit $800 in 1.5 year. $800 in 1.5 year. Drawdown 14%. Win rate 45%. Okay, I mean doesn't matter that one. You see, win rate less than 50% can still make money one. Doesn't matter. Because your risk reward is 1.31. Okay, 1.31. So just now count can or not profit. Now I give you the profit already. Can I accept? Yes, no? Kind of good but not consistent. Okay, you want M for consistency, then M for profit factor. Okay, write this down. Consistency equal to profit factor. Then I scroll again. Now, 100% win rate, of course cannot. All right, cannot be 2 less thread. And these are infinity. Infinity profit factor cannot be. Right, you have to be rational, real logical a bit. 49 risk and reward cannot be also, right? 5 thread on it. So number of thread is need to be logical lah. Okay. 2 less thread. This one also 2 less threads. Hey, this one. You see, 2 less thread also very hard. Okay, let's just scroll down. You see, as we scroll lower and lower, right, this is the risk reward of RSS strategy, and you have to be realistic as well. How much is the risk and reward that you can take? Basically, this robot has scanned through all of the possible risk and reward of the strategy for you, and you have to be realistic at how much that you can go. Some of you guys that said in the Q&A day, right, isn't how to use the RSI to achieve 1 to 10 risk and reward. First of all, you need to know it's possible or not. Even with a robot, it's just 1 point. You see, the chance of reaching that is very, very rare. Okay, it's very, very rare. And even 1 to 3 is also very hard already. Not even need to say 1 to 10. Okay, so the realistic is 1 to 1, 1 to 6, 1 to 5, 1 to 4. Right, so this is the more realistic answer. So let me find first. So what I'm finding is that I would like to find a drawdown below 14% and at the same time a higher consistency one. Maybe I will pick this one. Is that based on $1,000? Yes, $1,000. Can or not? $1,000, 1,000 USD divided by 200. I mean, just put it at 300 days. Okay, 1 day equal to how much? 3 USD per day. Average lah, right? Of course, it's not opening like this. 14%. So is it good enough? $1,000, 3%. If like I said, looking good, right? Graph also consistent. Drawdown can accept. Profit can accept. Guys, a question. Can I risk more or not? Can I risk more than this or not? Yes or no? Can you guys afford to lose more? Because by using this, right? Okay, by using this, right? You only lose 270. This amount can you lose or not? Can I? How much more that you can lose? Tell me. How much more you can lose? Can I increase the drawdown or not? I would like to have 20%, 30%. Alright, 30%, alright. Huh? Half? Cannot. I want to even half. Half later I go. Oh, 50%. Okay, 50% too much. Okay, maybe you go higher a bit. 1.51. 20% drawdown. 20% drawdown. Okay lah. I ngam here. Okay, 20%. What is a good profit factor? A good profit factor is depend on the strategy, and usually 1.5 and above is God level, to be honest with you guys. All right, if you can find anyone that trading with a profit factor higher than 1.5, they are already called a legendary. Okay, they are the top 0.1% of the trader, especially those that have a record of a year lah. So we don't aim for 1.5 usually. So this is the result for 1.5. Okay, 1.55. Okay, nice or not? Very nice. 2,000 profit in 300 days. But honestly, to tell you that this kind of result is very hard to achieve and likely that not going to be profitable in the future. Come to realistic. This result is good, but may not be realistic in the future. Why? Because this kind of result is hard to sustain. It is so aggressive, right? You can see number of trade is like 700 trade. Each day open two trade, 1, 2 trade, 3, 4, 3, 4, a lot of trade. And when the system itself open too much of trade, it will end up die out very fast, right? It will end up expire very fast. Hence, you need to be lower down the number of trade. And when you lower down the number of trade, profit also getting lower down. Hence, okay, how another way to look at the chart is that, especially this kind of spike, right? This kind of spike. You see, this kind of spike is just lucky. Okay, you are just lucky being profiting to be like this. But you will end up to be, if you are lucky, then it will be like this. What if the market go against you? Then it will be coming down. Up and downside move is 1-to-1. So we try to avoid this kind of big up or big down also. So we have to go below this number, right? Below 700 trades, which is somewhere here. What is your overall number of trades per day, per week, which your opinion is better? Usually 1 trade per day. I write this down. Usually 1 trade per day, 5 trades per week. Per week usually I get lesser, 4 trades per week, something like that. Number of pip target depend on the market. So doesn't matter because we have already optimized the take profit and stop loss. So just let the robot set out. So can this thing done or not? Can you afford to lose this? You are losing about something wrong, is it? Yeah. So don't be surprised when I click this thing, right? Suppose that this setting should yield 70% drawdown, but then just now the report show is 9% only. Yeah, one thing. Okay, take this note. This is maximum drawdown. This is relative drawdown. What this means, this is realized or closed losses. This is floating losses. What does this mean is that this is the maximum drawdown when you have closed the trade, left hand side. And right hand side is, this is the losses when you're opening the trade, there are floating losses. And floating losses ever go to 70%. And because of huge floating losses, right, then it got back to you. Can you accept the floating losses or not? And this is your risk, this is your profit, 14%. Can you accept the balance between this or not? In the end, right, it back to you yourself. Some people can accept, some people cannot. All right. And we have come up with multiples of the setting already. Basically, this setting table, right, is very good for you. You literally can go to any market that you like and just apply this. Let's say that I'm Boon. All right. I think that this setting okay lah, doesn't matter already. But some of you guys just now said I can accept 50% drawdown. Okay, that one you choose yourself lah. But in the end, right, if you don't find a setting that is profitable, that reach to your target, you say that, listen, you know what? Risk per trade 0.1 is too low risk for me. I can go 1% risk per trade one. I'm those kind of crazy trader. Okay, 1% per trade, right? In change, alright. So Boon taking 0.1, and you might want to take 1, and this is the result. Of course, it is too good to be true, which is $26,000. Okay, and if you want to move in deeper, there is a different layer of optimization already. But to tell you that this thing itself is not what I want also, because this amount of profit is equal to this amount of losses. I might lose everything in one go. How much you have profit on the upside is equal to how much you will be losing on the downside. So of course I won't go for this much of risk. Now, let me complete first. Let's say that I'm happy with this setting already. Okay, and I would like to apply this setting in a goal 30-minute time frame. Okay, I'm happy with this. Hence, what I will be doing is that I will be open up the goal chart 30-minute time frame, enable auto trading, drag and drop that DGV2 light. Okay, this robot's DGV2 light. Drag and drop into it. Did I save the setting just now? Haven't, right? So this is the setting that I'm okay from expert property there. Okay, from expert property, I got this setting. Save it in my desktop. I save it. Okay, I just save the setting. Okay. Then inside expert advisor at the left hand side. Now I need to remember left hand side and down side is two different things. Okay, this side is navigator. So inside navigator, alpha masterclass, I can find my DG2 light. Drag and drop. I load it. I find my desktop. I mean this setting. I load the setting. When the setting is inside, I click OK. Then I'm done already. Yeah, basically you're done. Okay, you can see that the robot is inside. Okay, here. It just means that you have set up the robot. Now you can go to do your thing. Okay, now you can just do for your rest. I mean, do whatever thing that you like. Right, so right now I have just set up the robot. Why I can't find DGV2 in Expert Advisor? Okay, so you guys supposed to find it. If you guys don't find it, must be some problem with your installation, or must be something that you click wrong, because it is surely there. So you automatically enter a thread after you drag and drop a robot into the chart. Yes, two things. Number one, the robot need to smile. Okay, number one, the robot need to smile. Second thing, auto trading need to be green. Okay, robot trading need to be green. Third thing, Wi-Fi need to be enabled. By Wi-Fi need to enable means computer need to open. You need to make sure the computer is on, cannot shut down, cannot hibernate, cannot sleep, cannot close the computer. Alright. If you close it, that means the robot will kind of cut off also. So there is another way, we call it a VPS, which we talk about it more tomorrow. Alright, for now, just learn how to put it in first. If I use digital light, so how many chart I can open? You can open unlimited until you crash your computer. In a way, unlimited chart. How often that we need to monitor the robots after the robot start? The best is on daily basic. The best is on daily basic. And just now I remember there's one question asked about what is the difference between 3 months and 1 year of optimization. The standard rule of thumb is 80-20. Let's say that this is 1 year, and 80% of this is going to use in 20% of the future. Okay, 80% and 80% of a year, 20% in the future. Mean that this is your back test, this is a live market. 1 year of 1 year of optimization, right? Which is 12-month time. 12 months, 20% of 12 months is how much? Just 2.5 months, right? Meaning that you can use the robot for 2.5 months before you have to back to factory, recycle the setting again. I think I should stop already lah. I see that you guys have been, what is happening here? Okay, in the simplest way, right? Simplest way. 3 months, redo. Hardworking, every month, redo. Busy, here. Okay, if you're hardworking, go here. Okay, this is just the practice that we do in the robot trading. Beside gold, which pair is suitable for digital? Any pair. Any pair, any market. As long as you do optimization, any market, any time frame can work. Can I use 2 robots at the same time? One for long term, one for short term. If I redo backtest, then I need to stop robot. Okay, good question. So when you do robot trading, right, you can have multiple robots. Like what I'm setting out here. I have set up one for, just now, where is it? Okay, just now I set up for MA Lite, right? I set up for MA. I also set up for DG2. Mean that you can have multiple chart, multiple robot running at the same time. And you want to do for short term, long term, just a matter of time frame, right? So time frame wise, you just do 2 time lock, one in 30 minutes, one in daily, both work. You want to use MA Lite and DG2 Lite together, also can. Now, what is the differences between the robots and why will be categorized into this part? Is because right now, let's just classify this. I don't know what is your risk appetite, but then if I want to put it like this, RSI is of course a high risk robot. MA is a low risk robot. That's why it have a category difference. It's because of your risk appetite. You choose it based on your risk appetite and also the profit target that you want to achieve. RSI can achieve a higher profit, but it is always fast in and fast out. MA, low risk, slow in, slow out, but low risk. Okay? And one thing that I will add in, let's say that I'm trading gold right now. You guys see this thing? We got seasonal chart. Now, seasonal here is what we mean by seasonal analysis. You want to ask, right, would you want to trade based on seasonal analysis or not? You tell them, yes, I want to. What direction that you want to trade? Buy or sell? Let's say that I want to buy on it. What are the months that you would like to trade? Based on seasonal analysis, let's go to gold market. And I would like to know the seasonal whereby it's good to buy. Okay, this just mean that which month is good to buy. So I can see that is 1, 2, okay, 3 not considered because lower number. 4 maybe can, and then 6, 7 not good, right? Then 8. Okay, so I work in 1, 2, okay, 1 and 2, and then 8 lah. Alright, 8 is higher. 1, 2, 4, 8. Let me repeat again, because this positive number is biggest, right? And then I can take this big number as well. So it's 1 up, 2 up, 4 is up, August is up. So back to my MT4. 1, 2, 4, 8. This is the password of Go Market based on the seasonal chart that you have seen in the trading view. And because of this, we set up, click OK. And then just get, I mean, we have to test it first lah. Does not mean that you set this, need to sure win, right? It can be done. Just that you have to double check. Okay. Of course, you have to be aware is that your result may not be so perfect already. In a way, it's not going to be a straight line. But the good thing about this is that because of seasonal analysis that has been repeated so many years, right? You can use this strategy, apply back to multiple years, like 2019 all the way to right now. Like 2019 to right now, right? Then you can see that if this strategy can be long-term profitable or not. And you guys see, 2019 until right now, without you doing anything at all. Meaning that this strategy, right, 5 years does not need to change anything, can still remain profit. Now, if you want to be more consistent, of course, you need to find other setting. But isn't this sounds amazing? You literally have not need to do anything. Just now I said about 3 months need to change, right? It's because that the strategy, the robot itself, is fit to buy and sell. And you know, from seasonal point of view, is that market will change every single time month. That's why you have to change the setting accordingly. 3 months is just a benchmark. But once you have fit in the strategy with a proper direction, all right, you fit the RSI with a proper direction, but it's much easier to be profit. And you might be thinking, this thing can be done in MA light or not? Can. Just now, MA light is here, right? This is the MA light strategy. See this? Seasonal analysis. What if they turn to buy on it? Give it a try. 1, 2, 4, 7. Is it? 1, 2, 4. Oh, it's actually 8. 8 is actually better. 1, 2, 4, 8. And let's give it a try. This strategy is 1 hour time frame. Okay, just now, right? If you watch the morning session, this is 1 hour time frame. Go market. I don't do anything, right? Let's give it a try. Can it work or not? Not bad, right? At least it don't go to margin call. And a lot of time, a lot of robot out there cannot sustain over 5 years period one. You want to do this over 1 10-year period also can. Just that it takes some time lah. But what I'm showing you guys is that as long as the framework is correct, regardless what market that you plug in, the direction that you fit in, you want to go for ranging type, making it you want to profit on the ranging time, or you want to profit on the trending time, you can do it. And I want you guys to think, you can be creative a bit. You have learned about MA. And what does this mean is that you can profit during the trending time. You set out the moving average to profit on the trending time. And at the same time, you can set out for RSI, meaning that you can also profit in the ranging time. And you have set up 2 robots. One robot is for ranging, one robot is for trending. Hint, regardless trending or ranging, both you can get profit. Correct? Regardless trending, ranging, both you can get profit. Then that is the purpose of it. That's why we have to split it, so that you can clearly set up how to do it on both sides. Just reinstall. Can view the digital light navigator now. Can you show me where to select optimization settings? Okay. Just now is DGV2, light, and setting is at the expert properties. Okay, expert properties. In here. Okay, so until here, is there any question that you guys would like to ask? Is it clear to you guys? If I set 2 robots, then can split 50% capital to each robot. Now, for us, we don't do like this. It's a good idea, right, Joanne? This one is definitely a good. Jonna, no, right? Jonin. How to pronounce your name, sorry. But in the event whereby you have using multiple robots, it's a good idea to split the capital to multiple robots. But the proper way is that just use it into a single account, right? You classify it based on account. And let's say that you have $1,000, you want to spend $500 into this robot only. So when you do optimization, you only find a setting that is relevant to $500. So this robot, it is still going to draw out $200, but you know that it's just handling that $500. But if you truly want to split, let's say that $500 for MA, $500 for DGV2, then you split into two accounts. Okay, then you handle two accounts separately. It's much better to do it in this way. Okay, do you mean that March robot optimized from March 2022 to March 2023? Apple robot optimized Okay, yes, it is true. Okay, it is true that optimize from here to here, use it in April. Here to here, use it in May. Same broker can have multiple live account. Yes, you can have. And you can have unlimited live account in a way. Just now you're choosing the setting from many rows. All those rows are historical result, is it? Correct. All that row are historical result. Okay. So right now, I guess that you guys have cleared the answer. And let me see what. If I use DigiVito like under one account based on multiple currency pair, is it work? Yes, it works. Okay, it works. Just that be aware, don't go too much. My rule of thumb is that go for trade. Okay, go for trade market. You go more than this, you are going to be headache. As in like you are going to handle a lot of trades. Unless you tell me that you're going to go for 7 market, each of the market is all long-term one, then doesn't matter. If you go for 2 short-term, you'll be headache. And you know that opportunity is not all come together one. Like seasonal. Right now it's good for S&P, right? S&P Dow Jones, but it's not good for gold. So you need to on and off sometime in order to maximize the profit. Meaning that we choose which result that we want for the robot to perform based on that result, right? Yes, correct. You choose your own result. Can you please show us how to load the historical result to the robot and start trading? I show you one more time. In the MT4 here, okay, let's say that this chart is empty. Okay, nothing here. And after I done the setting, I chosen this setting, for example. I double click. Okay, number one, double click from result optimization. Double click. Number two, expert properties. Okay, it's inside the input there. Okay, this is the best setting that I just double click in. Number three, I save it. You can save it anyway, any name. Okay, I save it in desktop. After that, this is the process of drag and drop the robot into the chart. Take a photo of this. All right, take a photo of this. First thing first, you drag the robot. Before that, right, you have to make sure that it is auto trading is true. Okay, it's green color. Second, find the robot. Just now it's DGV2 Lite. So drag and drop in to the chart. When drag and drop, you have see a panel. Look for input. Inside input, you load the setting. And you are able to find that test file that you just saved just now, right? Test file. Load that test file. And okay. All right. Now, the next thing is this one. How to manually stop the robot. How? Number one, this is the master button actually. You want to stop the robot, you click this button. As long as become red, when become red, all the robot will stop in one go. Okay, all robot will stop in one go. And then this will become a set phase. And if it becomes a set phase, you can remove it. Okay, this is right click, expert advisor, then you remove it. And then when you remove it, it is going to be missing. Okay, the robot at the name day is going to be missing. I know that you guys can't see this, but just know that there is a robot name at the top right. And maybe there are some of the thread that is still opening. You can close the thread. Okay, you can close the thread that is not wanted. Okay, the purpose of me showing you this slide so that you guys can take a photo first. Alright, take a photo first. Okay, done. Now, 3, 2, 1, come. Alright, do it one time for you guys, and this is going to be the step up. Drag and drop. Load the setting. Okay, the setting is here. I save it here. I click OK. It's there. I want to stop the robot, stop everything. Stop auto trading. Right click, expert, remove. Okay, when you remove, you see missing already. Done. Okay, done. All right, I think that's for now, and let's have a 5